Balloon Fight is a rather odd beast. It's technically a platformer, but the core mechanics are so far into the genre that it simply can't be looked at under the same light as, say, Castlevania or Mega Man. As you most likely know, in traditional platformers, a player must move in a certain direction to progress through a linear stage, and a stage is usually laid out as a sort of obstacle course. Well, Balloon Fight is totally different, as each stage is essentially an arena where the player and enemies must literally fight to the death.
Are you not entertained?
All enemies are taken down in the same way by landing 2 blows on them, one to the balloon and one to the parachute or top of the head. For the first few levels, this is fairly easy to manage, as the open areas and the relatively lax enemies allow the player to concentrate on one target at a time. But as the game progresses, the platforms become more of a nuisance to navigate and the number of enemies grows, while also becoming more erratic in their movements. Defeating enemies is usually a routine action, hit, next guy. But now, with so much more to manage, the player has to multitask and be able to focus their efforts on not just one enemy, but all of them at once, considering there could be an attack coming in from any angle at any time. Because each level simply makes the enemies harder, the only variety from stage to stage is the platform layout and ramped up difficulty. As mentioned earlier, it's nothing like your traditional platformer, and that's because it's not designed to be beaten, it's designed to be played repeatedly. See, in addition to having a different structure from other platformers, the ultimate goal is different too, to get as far as possible. Take Super Mario Bros., where the player knows they want to get to the end of the game, something that takes time and patience. The player makes a commitment.
Gotta save the princess.
For Balloon Fight, there isn't any commitment, it's just,
I'm dead now, okay, goodbye, game.
Balloon Fight isn't really even a great game, but it's designed well enough to keep the player trying again and again and again and again and again.